Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys the Wolves versus Leicester match preview. So there, boys and girls, after a fantastic result last time out in Premier League action, as Leicester returned back to winning ways with a 2-0 victory against Fulham away from home. Premier League action resumes once again this weekend as we make a short trip over to the West Midlands to take on Wolves away from home at the Molineux. So that being said, in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys the Wolves versus Leicester match preview. I'll run for the Wolves side of things, my thoughts on the game, my predictions up, and also my score prediction for Sunday's huge game in the Premier League away from home. But just before we get into today's video, make sure a big thumbs up down below on today's video if you guys are going to enjoy today's video. As of course, today I bring you guys the Wolves versus Leicester match preview. Also, subscribe to see my face on your screen before. Of course, we're now well on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that'd be massively appreciated. And as always, most importantly, just let me know your thoughts, game, your score predictions, your predictions, all in the comment section down below, boys and girls. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the Wolves versus Leicester match preview. So then, getting straight into today's match preview, as always, we're going to start off by talking a bit about the opposition side of things. You guys should know the drill by now. Of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers are our opponents on Sunday. And this week on the channel, I've got Dave from the channel Talking Wolves to bring you guys the Wolverhampton Wanderers side of things. Go subscribe to Talking Wolves. Link will be in the description down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the Wolves side of things. I'm going to hand over to David. He's going to bring me and you the Wolves side of things.
Hey guys, this is Dave from Talking Wolves. Just giving my thoughts ahead of this weekend's game between Wolves and Leicester. It's a game that I think everybody is sort of looking forward to. I think Leicester are in fantastic form at the moment, and Wolves have just come off the back of finally a win, our first win in 8, as we beat Arsenal on Wednesday. So I know both teams are having a couple of issues with injuries and so on at the moment, but it sounds like you guys are going to be getting Jamie Vardy back, which I'd assume is a huge plus for you. But just looking at your team in general at the moment, there's some players in there, certain players that are just, you know, in form and doing really, really well. James Maddison is one who just seems to be getting a goal contribution every game on average at the moment. He's fantastic, and the likes of Yuri Tillemans in behind him and the two centre-halves and your goalkeeper. I think Leicester have got a really, really solid spine at the moment. And, you know, the stuff that Brendan Rodgers is doing is fantastic. But in terms of Wolves at the moment, you know, it's been a strange old season for us. You know, we're down there at the moment in the table, but a win against Arsenal gives us some positivity finally back at Molineux, and hopefully we're going to be building on that, and hopefully you know, giving Leicester a good game. Ever since we've been promoted, I think us and Leicester have been, you know, pretty tight in every affair that we've had with you guys. And you know, most recently, you know, the last sort of 2 or 3 games, a lot of VAR has been involved as well. In terms of players that you guys should probably look out for in a Wolves shirt, Pedro Neto has been fantastic for Wolves this season. Just look at his numbers and chances created compared to a lot of players in the league, and he's up there. Adama Traore, you know, he's always one that people like to talk about, whether you love him or hate him. You know, he's still got, you know, serious talent, and it's just whether he turns it on or it's not turned on at all over the weekend. I'm hoping it will be on for him on Sunday. He played really well against Arsenal, so I'm hoping he'll do the same. And I think he can cause your fullbacks a lot of worries over the weekend. And Willian Jose as well, a new striker. We really needed to bring a striker in, and he's in the team, and fingers crossed we can see him grab a goal or 2. But it's going to be an intriguing game. If I have to put a score prediction on it, I'm going to say, well, I'm probably going to think with my heart rather than my head, a 2-1 Wolves win. But it could go either way. Leicester are in fantastic form at the moment. So, yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a cracking game.
Right then, that is it then for the Wolverhampton Wanderers side of things. Like I said earlier on, go subscribe to Dave's channel Talking Wolves. The link will be in the description down below. But yeah, boys and girls, without further ado, let's get into speaking a bit about Leicester going into the game. So then, Wolves away then on Sunday at the Molineux. It's another game in the Premier League once again, but it's another chance for Leicester to get 3 points on the board once again in Premier League action. And with some of the games this weekend, with Man City and Liverpool facing each other after this game, 3 points could be absolutely huge for Leicester. Of course, Leicester go into tomorrow's game off the back of a 2-0 victory against Fulham last time out in Premier League action. The perfect way, of course, to respond after that pretty poor result against Leeds just before that. Of course, goals coming from James Justin and Kelechi in action. Of course, that was a fantastic win for Leicester. And hopefully we can follow that up with another 3 points tomorrow against Wolves away from home. But of course, it's probably going to be a bit more of a difficult game. But yeah, once again, these are the type of games which Leicester need to be taking maximum points from, to be honest, boys, because Wolves this season haven't really performed that well. So yeah, ideally Leicester can go to just a Molineux tomorrow, get 3 points, and that could be a massive 3 points for Leicester once again in the battle for the top 4 and potentially the league title. However, of course, course, it's going to be another tough game for Leicester on Sunday. Of course, Wolves, just like us, haven't been the greatest this season, but then coming off that 2-1 win against Arsenal, I think they're going to be quite confident going into the game. And overall, Leicester don't really have the best record against Wolves, although Leicester did get the better of Wolves earlier on this season in a 1-0 victory. That game was a very tough one. The goal only came just from a penalty in that one, I do believe, from Jamie Vardy. So it's going to be a tough game, but overall, Leicester need to be winning these type of games. And 3 points will be huge for Leicester once again. Of course, we have some very tough games coming up. So ideally, Leicester need to take maximum points from this game, or a point at least. But we can't afford to lose this game, especially after that Leeds result last weekend as well. So 3 points are needed, and hopefully Leicester can do it once again. So let's speak about the game then in a bit more detail. So yeah, as always, I can see Leicester probably about having more of the ball. I think it'd be quite a close game. Obviously, both sides try and play a similar style, though Wolves recently have gone a bit long, have had less possession, trying to soak up the pressure, look to hit teams on the counter-attack. I think they did that against Arsenal, so we'll have to see how Wolves go into the game. Of course, just said, obviously Leicester are probably a better team against Arsenal, so I can imagine Wolves trying to sit back, soak up that pressure, so of course that will allow Leicester to have more of the ball, set the tempo in the game, just set the intensity, which will probably work into Leicester's hands as well. So overall, if that happens, I think Leicester will probably win the game, maybe comfortably in the end, but it will be a tough game. Wolves have some good threats going forward, and I think they are a threat for corners as well. And we all know how incredibly good Leicester are defending from corners. I'm joking. So yeah, we need to be careful of that. But overall, if Leicester can just play our game, just get the ball down, get it across the field. Just if you have the right intensity, I think we can do well. But if we go slow, if you don't move the ball just quick enough, just like we did against Leeds, I think it'll be a tough game. But if you play like we did against Fulham, just spraying the ball across the pitch. If James Maddison and Tielemans can all perform well in midfield, I think we'll be alright. So yeah, it's going to be quite a hard game, but overall Leicester should just have enough to break down that Wolves side, and hopefully we can secure another 3 points. So the boys and girls, that is it then for the Wolves side of things and my thoughts on the game. So yeah, as always, let's get straight into my predicted lineup. So yeah, this is the side I think Brendan Rodgers will go to start tomorrow against Wolves away from home. So yeah, as always, start off in goal, we'll be going with Kasper Schmeichel. We'll clean sheet for him last time out in Premier League action. Of course, he's going to start. So yeah, of course, in goal, it will be Kasper Schmeichel. Right, and moving into the back four, as always, of course, we'll go with the 4-3-3 formation. That's how we've gone recently. It's worked well. So yeah, 4-3-3 formation. Starting off then, back four wise. Right back, it will be Ricardo Pereira, to be honest, a Portuguese man, basically playing against his national country. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, Ricardo at right back for me, of course, starting against Fulham, was fantastic against Fulham. So yeah, hopefully he can have a good game against his Portugal teammates. So yeah, right back will be Ricardo Pereira. Now moving into the two centre backs, starting off just with the right one, of course, we'll be going with Cagliari Sunchi. Just like Ricardo started against Fulham last time out, them first two starts in the Premier League for a long time. So yeah, hopefully them two have another solid game here. Sunchi as the right centre back, left centre back, of course, we'll be going with Johnny Evans, the most experienced player in the Leicester squad. So yeah, pretty much easy. It's going to be Evans at left centre back. Sorry. And speaking of left back, of course, we'll be going with James Justin, of course, a goal last time out in the Premier League against Fulham. So yeah, hopefully he can have another good performance. But yeah, that will be the back four for me. Obviously, the two fullbacks just need to push forward and be careful, because Wolves are pretty dangerous on the counter-attack. But if that defence is solid, it should be able to deal just like of Pedro Neto and Silva going forward as well. So yeah, that'll be my back four for the game. Right, and moving into the midfield three. So yeah, starting off in that defensive role. Of course, it's usually Wilfred Ndidi, but obviously he's out injured. He's close to return. He could be in the game, but I don't think he'll start. So obviously it was Chowdhury started against Fulham, and Mendy did come on. For me, I'm going to go with Chowdhury to start in this game, because I thought Chowdhury was absolutely incredible against Fulham, especially in that first half. Don't really know why he got took off, but yeah, I think Chowdhury will get a start in the game. We could see Mendy come on around a 60th, 70th minute, or maybe even Wilfred Ndidi. So yeah, Chowdhury to start in that defensive role. Obviously Chowdhury, we all know how good he is. He's very good at breaking the ball. So he's not as good on the ball, but sometimes you need that, especially Wolves, if they're going to sit back, look to counter-attack. Hamza will be key in trying to break up those counter-attacks. Yeah, Hamza Chowdhury in that defensive role. Moving ahead then with Youri Tielemans, of course, he's going to start in that box-to-box role. He's linked with a new contract as well, so yeah, it's going to be Tielemans in that box-to-box role. Pretty self-explanatory. And as always, just ahead of him, we'll be going with James Maddison. 2 assists last time out against Fulham, so yeah, hopefully he can continue his good form against Wolves. But yeah, just a two midfielder apart from the CDMs, pretty obvious. Tielemans and Maddison, them two have probably been our best players over the last few months. Yeah, that's my midfield three going into the game. And finally, moving into the front three. So yeah, starting off in the left wing position, of course, we'll be going with Harvey Barnes. Been a bit quiet recent games, although he did score against Leeds, but we didn't win that one, so that don't really count in my opinion. So yeah, Barnes on the left-hand side for me, 100%. Obviously, he's going to be key for Leicester going forward, and hopefully he can get another goal from Barnes, because overall he's been a bit up and down recently, but he's still got him. So yeah, left wing will be Barnes. Now, right-hand side, this is a tough one. It could be Perez, Under, Albright, and who knows. But for me, I'm going to stick with a Jose Perez. We'll start there against Fulham last time out. Obviously, he didn't score, he didn't get an assist, but I thought he was quite bold, just thinking of the player. So yeah, right wing, I'll be going with a Jose Perez. Hopefully, he can do well. Obviously, if Wolves are going to sit back, I think Perez is probably more suited to that, because he can link up the play. He can link together lots of Maddison and Tielemans as well. So yeah, right wing Perez, and up front we'll be going with Kelechi Iheanacho, of course, backed against Fulham. Of course, Vardy is fit for the game, but I I don't want to risk him. So yeah, Vardy to go on the bench for me and Ian actually to start top. But obviously, things aren't working out, which probably will happen. Of course, Vardy can come off the bench, and obviously, Vardy, easy. Yeah, he can make the impacts. Yeah, Ian actually up top then. Obviously, Vardy can come on if things don't work out. So yeah, that's my front three game. And yeah, obviously, guys, that's it then for my prediction. As always, just let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. So the boys and girls, that is it then for the Wolves side of things. My fourth game and just then my prediction lamps. Yeah, finally, as always, going to finish the match preview off by my score prediction then for the game. So yeah, I'm going to go with Leicester win, of course. I'm going to go with Wolves 0, Leicester 2. I'm going to go with another 2-0 win for Leicester. I think we can get another 2-0 win, can we? Of course, we got 2-0 wins against Southampton and Chelsea a few weeks ago. So yeah, hopefully we can get another 2-0 win. But as long as Leicester get our 3 points, that is what matters for me. Goal scorers, I'm going to go with James Maddison to score. And I'm going to go Barnes to score. So yeah, that means my score prediction. As always, just let me know your score predictions, your goal scorers in the comment section down below. It's going to be tough, but I'm pretty confident that Leicester can secure all 3 points. So the boys and girls, that is it then for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys the Wolves versus Leicester match preview. You guys have enjoyed today's video, as always, just let me know, drop a like, subscribe as well to the channel if you guys haven't already, and as always, most sporty, just let me know your thoughts going into tomorrow's game in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'll see all you guys for the live watch on tomorrow, and hopefully Leicester can get another win tomorrow, and hopefully we can keep up in the title race and maybe the top 4 as well. But yeah, I'm Sportsa, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.